and welcome to the 2014 Aroha Cruisin. My name is Amy Forrest and today we have the fantastic help of Fletch from Classic Restos. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Amy. Pleasure being here.
Now, what are you enjoying so far about the Aroha Cruisin?
Being, first of all, in New Zealand. What an incredible country. You guys are blessed living here. Really, it's sensational.
We are, although I have to say the weather has not quite turned itself on for the weekend, has it?
Well, you know, the strength and camaraderie of the people that turn up here behind us with these classic cars, it takes more than rain to keep them away. And you might be thinking, well, if the weather was a little grim, maybe 30, 40, 50 cars. Whittakees Street here is closed and there's literally hundreds of cars have still turned up today.
Yeah, so it certainly hasn't hurt the event in any way, and we'll still be able to hear the beautiful roar of an engine, won't we?
Absolutely, which is music to the ears, but you can feel the atmosphere here. The background ambience is going on behind us. It's all happening here today. So what a great event for such a small town as well.
Oh, exactly. And for those who have not been to the Aroha Cruisin before, it is all about showcasing classic cars, hot rods, bikes, and of course the beautiful town of Te Aroha. It is gorgeous here, isn't it?
Sitting at the foundation of the mountain just there as a gorgeous backdrop, what more could you want?
Exactly. Now today Fletch and I are going to be heading around the show, having a catch up with a few people and obviously hearing the beautiful sounds, as you can hear the cars roaring past and all sorts, and I'm going to be having a chat to the people behind the scenes of the show, and you're going to be having a chat to some people about their cars.
Yeah, well, there's no shortage of that. And you know, the great thing about a show like this is the amount of variety that you'll find. There's no one car or two cars the same, and that's the great thing. It's almost like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and no matter where you look, you're going to find something good enough to talk about.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I hear you've got quite a lot of knowledge about the cars as well.
No, not really. There's a lot more that I can learn, believe me. And when you take all the makes and models into account over so many years, it amounts to thousands and thousands of different cars when you add them all up. And it takes a very clever mind to know something about everything. Basically, in the job we have here with classic cars, it's just skipping across the top, and if you know a little bit, well, you ride it through and talk to the people that own the cars and have a bit of fun there.
Oh, sounds great. You're doing a much better job than me. I can talk about how beautiful the colour is and how great it looks.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we should head off to our very first interview. Now, earlier today I caught up with Sarah Ross, who is the event coordinator. So let's see what she has to say. Hi Sarah, great to see you again. Now we're back here at the Aroha Cruisin for the second year in a row because we had such an amazing time last year. So what have we got in store for the 2014 event?
Well, Amy, obviously apart from the wonderful display of cars and bikes that are on show, we've also got the V8 simulator, which is back this year, and that's always popular with an amazing prize, a $200 prize pack for the fastest lap time. We've got the rock and roll dancers. They're going to be out again from 10:30 and at 12, so they're always amazing. Obviously we've got lots of prizes to be given away this year, so people need to be looking for those voting forms and getting their votes in. People's Choice has got an amazing prize. It's a $1,000 pamper package for the person that votes and wins in that draw for the People's Choice. Yeah, so lots to do and see.
Yeah, and how many people are you expecting to attend?
Well, obviously it's weather dependent. A lot of people may have been put off by the weather forecast. I kind of hoped that it wouldn't be as bad, but no, last year we had around 3,000. It was sort of similar weather, so I'm really hoping it's about the same this year.
Yeah, the weather's not been amazing, has it?
No, it's a bit naughty actually. I ordered good weather too.
Oh, come on. But hopefully that won't deter anyone from coming and seeing the amazing cars that are out on display.
I mean, it wasn't forecast to be too good last year, and we actually got a really good turnout, so hopefully, and I've had a few calls from people asking if it's still on, and of course the answer is yes. So yeah, hopefully it won't put them off.
Yeah, and how much work has gone into the lead up of the event?
A lot. Obviously it's just myself organising it now. It was a group of volunteers before. They did an amazing job, and so it's probably a good 3 months of really intensive work, but obviously a lot of work before that as well Yeah.
So tell me a bit about the event itself and the promotion that it gives to the town of Te Aroha.
Oh, absolutely, it's just second to none. I mean, the Te Aroha Business Association picked this event up starting last year, and the whole reason behind it, and we wanted to keep it, is it's so good for the town. It puts Te Aroha on the map. It gives the town of Te Aroha some really, really good exposure. The businesses do really well out of it, and that's what it's all about. It's about making the town work really well, and that's what it does.
Now, some of the money raised for the event goes towards charity, is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, what we do, Amy, is obviously we have to apply for a lot of funding for this. It has to pay for itself, and we also want it to be self-funding so that we can keep doing it. So what we do is all the money raised on the day goes towards our costs, and then at the end of it, when we have any left over, we give contributions to the Te Aroha Volunteer Fire Brigade, who are amazing and help us out so much with this, the St John's Ambulance, Rotary and Lions, and also the Westpac Air Ambulance, because their staff and their members help us collect the gold coin donations on the day.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. So where do you see this event going in the future?
Obviously, it's something that is growing, and it does each year. We would like it to grow. We would like more people to come. We would like more cars to come. So, yeah, we're just going to keep doing what we do, and I'm sure people will keep coming.
Yeah, definitely. It's a fantastic event, and well done for it looks like it's going to be amazing again today. Absolutely. And I better let you go because I know you've got a really busy job.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. Nice to see you here again.
You too.
Yeah.
Here in Te Aroha, how cool is it? It's beautiful. There's stuff to see and do. I mean, the hot mineral springs, just for one. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the township right, you know, please.
That's Aussies for you, isn't it? It's actually pronounced Te Aroha.
Te Aroha. Yeah. I guess it's like, you know, grab your jandals and your fush and chups, right?
Hey, we can make fun of you too, you know.
Oh, and don't you?
Now, we also caught up with Shane Ross, who was coordinating the bike entrance. Now, they've got a great range of bikes, have you noticed?
Absolutely. Another great thing here about the closing of the street today, all vehicles are welcome, whether it's 2 wheels, 4 wheels, doesn't matter. If it's got wheels and a seat and you can ride or drive it, it's welcome here. And it's good, yeah, it's good to see the motorcycle fraternity have turned up in full force today as well.
Definitely, so let's check out Shane Ross. Well, hi Shane, great to meet you today. Now tell me, what are you involved with here at the Idah Cruisin?
I'm just involved in the bike side of things, from coordinating, getting the guys to come along and just coordinating it on the day really.
Yeah, so tell me about the range that's available here.
Well, the whole thing was born out of a lot of these cruising type things is you just get sort of one type of bike, whereas we've sort of focused on getting a range of race bikes, road bikes, dirt bikes, you know, just encompassing the whole thing, whole motorcycling world really. So, yeah.
And how many would you say are here today?
Probably at the moment probably about 50. Probably end up with 60 to 70. It's all sort of local guys, and you know, a few of the race guys from Auckland have come down, so it's been good. Yeah.
And how long have you been involved with the event?
This is the second year that we've actually focused on bikes. Yeah, generally they just sort of come along with the cars and they have a little spot, but we decided that we'd make a proper motorcycling event, so we organised a marquee so people will bring their pride and joy out in the rain, and yeah, so it's slowly growing, and we're trying to make it bigger and better every year.
Yeah, awesome. And so what's been the highlight of this event for you?
Just getting motorcycling people together from all different walks, you know, the race guys, the road guys, the dirt guys, and we sort of try and create a bit of a rally atmosphere where we have a few beers afterwards, and yeah, it's a good day. Yeah.
Awesome, and I'm sure it's a bit of a trip down memory lane with a few of the bikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's a lot of work getting it together just for a few hours, but one of the real thrills is sort of listening to people, looking at them and, you know, triggering memories and you know, talking about what they used to ride, and yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's had a lot of interest, yeah. Yeah,
I bet. And what do you think about the turnout today?
Well, considering the weather, it's good. It's going to be better. Once this rain passes, the sun will come out, and I'm sure last year this was probably one of the busiest parts of the cruising was through the marquee here, so yeah, hoping to get the same.
Well, it sounds like they have put a huge amount of work into the running of this event, and you can tell because it's really smooth, isn't it?
Absolutely, Amy, and no matter who you talk to in terms of an events coordinator, as soon as the Monday rolls around, they start planning for the next year. That's how long it takes.
It is huge. And now tell me, who did you catch up with today?
Bit of a legend around the area, and that is Bill Ward, bit of a motorhead, a gearhead, land speed record holder.
Ooh.
Bill Ward, check this guy out. And it's time for a legend, Bill Ward. How are you, Bill?
Good, thank you. Yep.
Now, he's a legend for two reasons, particularly the land speed record that you've held. Tell us quickly about that, Bill.
Well, I was the first Kiwi to build and race a car on the salt flats way back in 1979. I was only 7 at the time, of course. When the World's Fastest Indian movie came out, we got all fired up again about going back for the 60th anniversary of the Speed Week. So we built the little black car with sway in the background, went back, finally got a land speed record, which we still hold.
How cool are you, Bill? Tell us the specs on the power and what you had to do to get that car to do the speed.
Well, we run an old flathead V8. It's supercharged and on alcohol, and it was a very mild motor because it's a brand new car, and we didn't want to go out and sort of blow the motor the first run. So we actually got 12 runs in for the week and ended up with a land speed record of 158.151 miles an hour. It's not bad for an old flathead.
It's inspirational too, as you said, watching the Burt Munro movie too. I mean, over 200 miles an hour from an Indian Scout, where stock standard they were good for around about 45 miles an hour. And still to this day, even myself, I can't get my head around how Burt got that thing to rev so hard to get over 200 miles an hour.
Absolutely incredible. He was our mentor. And of course, when we went way back in '79, he wasn't all that well known in New Zealand. He'd already been 10 times to the salt.
A few ladies knew him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he nearly got kicked off the salt one day, apparently. I don't know quite the details of it, but it was the land speed director's wife. So,
well, he might have got kicked off the salt, and a lot of other guys got kicked off the grog.
He didn't drink.
He didn't either. He didn't either. Now, speaking of drinking or having a good time and the social aspect, just digressing a little bit now, Bill, you're also in the band here today. What a talented guy. Not only does he wear a speedy hat, he's got a speedy band as well. You've played well here today, Bill.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I've played music all my life, and again, we were probably one of the first English bands to go to New Zealand band, to go to England way back in the early 60s. Played over there for 2 years with a lot of famous people, and thought nothing of it. Thought that's what you did. And if I had the diary, remember it was the 60s.
But Bill, it's keeping you young. I mean, the music sounded great here today in Whitakey Street. We had the rock and roll dancers out here on the street. I mean, you had the place humming, mate.
Well, it was good, but remember that in the band and on the land speed record team, you got a good team of people around you, and that's what makes it. That's what makes it, the people you do stuff with.
Bill, it's been wonderful catching up with you, mate. Thanks for taking the time out. Really appreciate it.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Fletch, because I've seen some of your sons on the internet. Love it, So you're quite well known here too.
So you don't need any counselling yet?
Well,
Fletcher's therapy for him. Good on you, mate. Thank you, Bill.
Fletcher's therapy.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Yeah.
And how cool was Bill Ward? Talk about a young guy stuck in an old bloke's body. The speeds that man in his life has got up to, sensational. Exciting stuff. I mean, there at one stage I was waiting for oxygen masks to drop out of the ceiling, Amy. What have you been up to?
It sounds very impressive. Well, as I mentioned earlier in the show, this event is not just about the roaring engines, it's also about the beautiful town of Te Aroha. So I caught up with Christine and Sean, who are the Vice President and President of the Te Aroha Business Association, to find out what else you can get up to on a trip to Te Aroha. All right, now both of you have been very busy and part of the event. So can you tell me, Sean, we'll start with you. How are you involved with the event?
I'm the chair of the Business Association, and the Business Association took over running the event last year. So this is our second year into it, and we've employed Sarah Ross to run it and manage it and other bits and pieces. I think you've interviewed her earlier. So it's the Business Association, as all the businesses in the town have got together and tried to keep this thing going and build it up and make it bigger and better each year.
Yeah, well, you've certainly done that job. So Christine, how are you involved?
I'm Deputy Chair, and along with Sean, we were the ones who employed Sarah, and what a great idea that was. She set up the website, she's got the shop up in town, and she's been really good at getting sponsorship. Sponsorship is so important for us to keep this running. And the original people that set it up for 5 years, a small group, ran it in town, so they really did a good job. And now it's getting known all throughout New Zealand, so we're really lucky.
It is really well known. I've heard from a lot of people from throughout New Zealand that are coming up to this event and have heard of this event. So you've obviously done your job in promoting Aroha Cruisin. So what sort of benefits does it bring to the town?
It brings real exposure to the town. It's like we've got you guys coming here and promoting this, and Fletch and Tangata Pacifica. It really gets people seeing Te Aroha for the first time, and that's great because they see it and talk about it and have a look at the cars and things, but they want to come back and experience the spas and cycleway and the mountain bike tracks and the mountain walks and everything else that Te Aroha's got to offer. So it's really good publicity for us, and it's a great car show as well.
So tell me, if someone is coming to Te Aroha on a weekend that there isn't the Aroha Cruisin or a big event, what else would be your main picks to do?
Well, you've got lovely walks. We've got Wairongamai Valley, and that's where they did the gold mining. And there's some beautiful walks that the dock department have done, and there's trails with information boards there. There's a big information board at the beginning, but we've got a wonderful eyesight too, and that'll help you out if you're not sure what to do. There's climbing up our mountain. There's walks from 20 minutes to, if you want to go to the top, 2.5 hours. There's some great cafes in town. We've actually got over 9 eateries. For a little town, it's pretty good. And we go from the takeaways right up to the top of the line with a beautiful wine list. And we've got also the cycleways, we've got the wetlands. You know, there's heaps to do here. Or you can just chill out.
And not to mention the spas. This is unique. Which is why Te Aroha's here, but it's unique in the world. This mineral water that comes out of the ground here is nowhere else. It's thermal mineral soda water, so it's totally unique in the world. We have a lot of guests coming for that, and a local artist we've got as well who's done the prize for the best shop, Adrian Worsley. A lot of people come, they do the cafes and bits and pieces and spend some time in his gallery, and it's absolutely incredible. So it's a real must-do for people coming to visit Te Aroha as well.
When it comes time for a pickup line, you can't go past this guy. How are you, Dave?
Yeah, thank you, Fletch. Very nice.
That's the way, mate. 1952 Ford pickup. Now, you've won the best trophy for today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh, overloaded. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. A lot of hard work put into this truck. Yep.
Okay, just quickly run us through what you've had to do to the truck to get it to where it is today.
I bought the truck from in New Zealand. A guy put it away and hadn't done nothing with it. I found it was like a barn find, and it was completely virtually rotten. Yep. And I found it. I couldn't believe what I found because it was the same truck that's in Forrest Gump, the Forrest Gump movie. Yep. And when I saw the truck, I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. So I bought it and completely stripped it down. A lot of hard work, a lot of help from good friends. And
Dave, run us through engine and driveline, mate. What way did you decide to go there?
Well, it had an old flathead sitting on a box on the back and all in pieces. It had dual wheels on the back with a big dyno 12-inch double dual on the back and a 4-inch 4-speed gearbox. We weighed 2.5 tonne. And I said, no way, we're going to drive this old clunk around. So I bought a Jaguar XJ6 Jaguar car with a stuffed motor, and grafted it into the chassis, and then we put a nice 302 Boss, crispy Boss motor into it with a C4 auto.
Nice. So it even goes around corners half okay.
No, it does. It does.
Dave, what's the paint colour?
It's actually I shouldn't put a plug in for Toyota, but it's actually a Toyota, the latest Hilux gold colour.
Anyway, look, it's a credit to you. You know, you've got to take your hat off to a bloke like this. He finds the old truck, he gets it to where it is today, mate. You've won a trophy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fletch.
Time now for Glenn, a sensational 1967 El Camino ute. Now, Glenn has just won the trophy today for best engine. And when you see the engine, I mean, of course he'd have to win it. How are you, Glenn?
Good, Fletch. Good.
Mate, what's going on up front here?
Can't see much coming out the window when you're driving.
I mean,
can't see much.
If you're going to build an engine, this guy doesn't muck around. Give us the rundown on the specs, mate.
Just 383 Chev 671 supercharger. Pretty much it, really.
Couple of 4-barrels sitting on top.
Absolutely.
What size are they?
650s.
Yeah. How does it go? Like when you bring power on, is there any flat spots? Is it come on nice?
Full song skid car.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Full song skid car.
Built for a purpose. Well, as I alluded to, mate, earlier, you've won the trophy for today. Congratulations. I mean, what a bit of work this thing is, mate. Now, Glenn, pickup, truck, ute, whatever you want to call it, when are you going to go down and get your next ton of gravel in the back?
Soon.
You're good. Well, you've got enough power to bring it home anyway.
Absolutely.
You'd probably do a big skid too with a ton in the back.
Well, I think so.
It would.
I think so.
Glenn, good catching up, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Thanks,
congratulations on your trophy.
Fletch. Thanks, Fletch.
We have Mike now, the spokesperson for the Kaipara Classic Car Club. How are you, Mike?
Oh, I'm good, Fletch. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. Congratulations. You've pulled off the trophy here today for the best club. Well done.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's a real pleasure. We've been coming here 6 years, and we got all the jackets this year, and we just went whole hog for it, and we got it. So it's really good,
mate. It's presentation all the way, and you just don't win a best club trophy for nothing. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of work goes into making the club the way it is. What sort of people do you welcome to your club?
Well, we welcome anybody really, car enthusiasts. We call ourselves a classic car club, and there's lots of classics, but we have a lot of muscle cars, and some really good people who just love their cars.
Okay, so if you're watching the show, if you haven't got a car but you want to be part of the club, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, they're more than welcome, Fletch. It's like I said, it's an enthusiast thing, and we have a lot of young people in our club as well. We have a burnout pad right outside our club rooms, so that always goes down well.
Yeah. It's always good to keep it off the street and keep it on the burnout pad.
That's the thing, mate. We work with the police in our local area, and they're really behind us. And we as a club, just started off with a bunch of guys in a garage, and we try and keep it real. It's not expensive, and it's just a joy to see people cruising around in their cars and having fun, and
some of the best clubs today kicked off that way. I mean, they always start with just a handful of guys together, and then they evolve into the clubs that they are today. And I think it's so good too for the people that want to join the club that don't necessarily have a car, because that is the best inspiration to them trying to find one.
Yeah, mate, and there's always seats to go for a ride. That's one of the things, Yep. It's just we just love, maybe laying some rubber, but on the burnout pad, and we also enjoy sharing our rides as well with people. And we have a car show that we run annually at Helensville. And that's on the 23rd of November, and it's called Shine in DeVille. That's about 3 years now we've been running that. We do burnouts bi-monthly, and it's we do the odd run and stuff like that, and this is our club run down here. We all been doing this for 6 years, so it's really great.
Good on you, mate. Drop the website.
It's Kaipara Classic Cars, one word, at gmail.com.
Good on you. Good on you, mate. And again, hats off to all you guys for pulling off the award for best club, mate. Well done.
It was really good. A couple of other guys got some awards, so it's really cool. Thank you very much, Fletch. You're an awesome guy, mate.
My pleasure. Thanks, Michael.
What's hot in our region? The Taniwha is Waikato's newest sporting event, held along the banks of the mighty Waikato River. Enter the bike, run or walk categories for the race on Saturday 8th of November. The Little Big Markets in Papamoa offer a wide range of stalls, including clothing, crafts, jewellery and gourmet foods. Head along on Saturday 1st of November. Cambridge young farmers are supporting the Cambridge Volunteer Fire Service through a masquerade ball held at the Town Hall on Saturday 1st of November. Get your tickets for a night to remember. Come and create crocheted poppies at Rotorua Museum as part of the World War I centennial commemorations from Saturday 25th to Monday 27th of October. Well, that's bringing us to the very end of our show. It's been an awesome time, hasn't it?
It's kind of sad we've got to end.
It is, it's very sad. So tell me, what would your highlights of the show be so far?
Again, it's a really hard question to answer, Amy. I think the ambience of Whitakey Street, the cars turning up, talking to the characters, the individuals, the people that make up the fraternities of the cars and the bikes, it is a hard question to answer. But I think overall, just the day in itself has been marvellous.
Yeah, oh, exactly. And the entertainment has been great. The rock and roll dancers, the bands.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, I was asked to get up and dance, but I learnt to dance at ican'tdance.com.
Oh, I'd like to see those moves actually.
No, you wouldn't. But it's been a pleasure working with you today, Amy.
Oh, you too, Fletch. I've had an absolute blast having a chat with you and going around having a chat with everyone who's been part of this awesome event, and I can't wait to come back again next year.
Me either. They've told me I'll be back, and I'll look forward to doing something with you again then.
Oh, very good. Now, I hope you enjoy your few days here in the town of Te Aroha and have a safe trip back to Australia.
Thank you very much. It's always good here with you Kiwis. Thank you.
Cheers. We'll see you again next week. Bye.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.